Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, if you're watching, I assume you are. Yeah, draw us a. Well, let's advance a little further before we start requesting drawings. I'll be a real fucking mess by the end of a few
Yeah,
episodes.
his mullet drawings were great. I mean, it's just
Yeah, they were really cool.
No matter what transformations you go, I still have that as the middle picture because it's an actual picture. And just the side of him at the campsite looking really just forlorn.
That was great. Yeah, I love that shit. Yeah, keep the drawings coming, dude.
I remember. Did you see the movie? What is it? Vanilla Sky.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, I think she's the saddest girl ever to hold a martini, right? And it's like looking at Mullet, it's like, I think he's the saddest person with a 12-inch cock I've ever seen.
Definitely. Fucking definitely he was. Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, you need to rest.
Yes, I do. Do I ever?
Okay, you're feeling a little hungry and a little thirsty.
Got it. Okay. Okay, let us continue west.
Latex Fox.
Again, okay, yeah, at least that's something that I can defeat.
Yep.
That's good news. Alright.
Alright. Attack. You miss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Still in the fight. Oh, you got it for 8 damage.
8, nice.
Yeah. Got it.
There we go. Right.
Having subdued the fox, maybe you should use him to sate your need.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I want to try everything. Give every option a thought. Right, or give it a shot and see what happens.
Presenting its ass to you, it lets out a plaintive whimper. Well, there you go. At least there's consent. That's important.
Yeah, I had to beat the shit out of it first, but yeah, it's given its consent.
Positioning your small cock at the puckered hole.
If I had a nickel for every time I read that goddamn situation, I'd be the 1%.
You gotta your diminutive normal cock slips right into the... Okay. What you lack in size, you are more than making up for in force and speed. And it just keeps piling on this poor guy's wiener. It's like, as you start sliding, you're below average. And the thing is, like, I don't know. I actually looked at the files that came with Corruption and Champion. What do you call it? The uncompiled files. I forget what the term is, but the code basically. I looked at the code, and of course they have a lot of this is cobbled together. It'll say different things, and it has like a list of different synonyms, right? That it chooses from: small, diminutive, below average. So it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop.
Fantastic. Yeah.
You notice? Okay.
Nearing an orgasm. You pick up the pace. Your little red toy. Droll Bliss. That's amazing. That's so good. With your lust sated, you put on your clothes. Walking away, you smile as you see the little fox lustily wallowing in the pool of cum. What a great middle image. Occasionally dipping its head in the pool and taking loud slurpy gulps of semen. Cool. That's amazing. Very well done. Well written there, folks. Good job.
Pulitzer. Fucking Pulitzer material.
Fuck yes, dude. We're giving this shit to the wrong people. We really are. Okay.
Now you have 25 out of 29 for HP. Do you want to rest anyway?
Sure, why not?
It's a pretty good idea to always top off your HP.
Yeah. Couldn't hurt. And now that let's scavenge a bit. Let's have a look around.
Like in COC, you can afford to live dangerously if you're fighting like predictable low-level mobs. You don't have to heal every time. But...
By the way,
yeah?
I should have asked this anyway. What's the difference between scavenge and explore?
Scavenge is focused on finding items. Explore is more on events, although you can find things that give you items.
Okay. Let's scavenge here first.
So explore is if you're curious and you want to see more, or if there's but scavenge is like I need items now.
Right. Okay, let's see here. Sanity's dipped a bit.
While searching, you come across the corpse of an excessively muscled man with a grizzled face. Whatever strange infection this unlucky person had, it left him unable to fight. Given his lack of actual wrists and ankles, it's clear he'd have trouble standing and fighting. While you don't know what it is, you unbuckle the single oversized shoulder pad. Oh, so you have a shoulder pad now.
Cool. Alright, let's throw that bitch on.
Well, right now you're in a fight.
Oh, yeah, the goddamn German Shepherd. Okay, again. Fuck.
I was hoping to find some way to amuse myself. You smell interesting. I think I'll enjoy breaking you in.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah.
God damn it, these German shepherds.
All right. Attack.
Can't wait. You know what? That seems foolish, doesn't it? Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Let's just flee. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got away.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, I know how that ends.
So let's go put on the shoulder pad.
Definitely.
There you go. Start using shoulder pad.
And, okay, nothing special, or...
No, it gives you some armor.
Okay, so, where do you see that?
Well, you can look and yourself.
Yourself, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have an in-game. I actually read up on the armor mechanics. They're pretty convoluted, but it's better to have more than less.
Got it. Okay, so it's not really anything I can view, but yeah, just general rule.
So.
Wear some fucking armor. Got it. Okay. Good enough for me. I mean, it's less complicated that way anyhow, so fuck it. And, it's not like one of those situations where you're playing a MUD and you have, fucking 12 to 15 armor slots and you have to monitor the condition of all your equipment and shit like that. So.
Oh, I'm making a... In addition to Salt Mountain, I'm making a small kind of old school RPG. And the combat is like... I guess it's like Final Fantasy VII era combat. You know what I mean? The template is like really old school, but then it's got 3D figures who they run across, stab the guy, and then run back to their. Oh yeah, I showed you the video. I showed you. A little clip of it. And man, I've been just balancing the different mobs, and that is so time consuming. You just take a level 1 character out, and you're like, okay, what can a level 1 character reasonably expect to beat? Then you take out a level 5 character with a few weapons, like and anticipating how because there's a lot of different possible builds even in this little game. So I mean, it's just grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding to try to balance it out. Because if a game has shitty balance, then the game itself is just shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's even a bitch like design. I've designed zones, like just zones for like XP areas for a MUD, and that alone, trying to figure out like this is going to be ideally a zone for characters who are something around level 35 to 45. Yeah. Right. So if you're doing that and they're trying to make their way to level 50 if they're here. Yeah. Right. So even with that in mind, you have to like have a level 35 character, try a mage, try like a fighter style, right, and then like see how it's going to go up against. And at some point, it was really funny because really quick, brief story. I know it's kind of fucking boring for people that don't do this kind of thing, but I was working on a zone recently, and I had a new sort of character in the test world that we work on, and he was too weak to fucking do any actual tests, so the mobs that I had created were like one-shotting me around the zone that I was designing, and it was just really funny because everyone in the test.
Would you ever want to put some like a dev log? I don't know what you're working on. I didn't know you were still in content development. I thought for some reason I thought you were like too busy to, or you weren't doing that kind of stuff anymore. I wonder if that's something. Would you want to make your own game? MUD style?
Probably my own game. I don't know if I would or not. Truthfully, I don't even know if I don't even know if I'd have the fucking. I don't know if I'd have the fucking time to do it. Truthfully, I mean, it would take forever to be able to complete it. I mean, it would be a long time for me. Like it was such a little fucking time to actually sit down and work on it. And like even the zone that I worked on took me something like 2 years to get done.
Oh shit!
Just because of how. Briefly I was able to sit down and work on it. Yeah. So.
Okay, well, I'm just putting that out there. I don't know if it's something people would be interested in.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be fun. Like, if it's something I could do fucking every day.
What's like the theme of the zone?
This zone was like an old ass like library kind of a thing. Sort of like it was like a haunted library situation. You had ghosts and shit, and of course it had it has a quest, or it has like it has one spot where you pick up an item for a quest in another zone, and then it has its own independent quest that one of the ghosts gives you, and you wind up fighting a dragon in a separate zone to get a particular item, and you have to collect all this shit and return it to the ghost so that he'll fuck off and stop tormenting everyone in the library, that sort of shit. And it's pretty large, and there's like an underground passage and that sort of shit. And once you go into the underground passage, there's like mad women, like these fucking like old ass witches that were just like fucking lost their minds completely, but some curse that was put on them or some shit. So you're fighting these mad women with sharp sticks. It was pretty fun little thing to do, and it was just nice to contribute something to the game that I've been playing for so long. So I was like, if I can learn,
What's the name of it? The game itself, not just your.
Oh, Valhuru Mud, and it's very few. Valhuru, yeah, very few people play it. And it's been the same people for years. I would say that there's a player base of around 50 people who regularly make new characters, come back, try different things, and shit like that. And if you're not into text-based MUDs, don't bother. It's not your thing. But if you have played games like that before, and that's something that interests you, it's a lot of goddamn fun. It plays better than a lot of MUDs. A lot of MUDs for new players are really overwhelming, confusing, and fucking terrible to navigate. People aren't helpful. They suck in a lot of places.
Yeah.
In that particular environment, everybody's cool as shit. Like when they see an actual new player, everybody shits their pants.
Yeah.
Because your first question would be, okay, whose alt are you? Like who are you? And you'll go, no, I'm new. And you go, sure, pal. Sure, you're new. You just want some shit. And that's everyone's attitude. It's like, oh no, I'm new. And you know a new player when you see one because they do the most ridiculous shit that an old player would never do. So it's always obvious if you're really new. And people are really friendly and shit.
I used to, in World of Warcraft, I was a pretty bad troll. I played a troll as the in-game race, but I was also a troll. But the thing is, on my main, I'd be really polite and civil and nice, and everybody be like, "Oh man, no, just." I was a dick to something. You argue with people, you fight, whatever. But anyway, I was like, it's pretty even on my main, right? And then I'd make alts and join the guild and just be a complete fucking asshole on the alt. And I'd make accounts that had took the piss directly out of other people. So usually I took the piss out of people I liked,
Right.
There was this
see how they'll react.
Yeah, just to see how they react, and I'd just be completely retarded. Like there was this one guy, Mac, and he had a character, Mac the Knife, and he was really cool, and he was like showing me all this stuff, tips, because he was really good at Rogue, right, and the same class that I played. And he's like, here's all the stuff, and here's, how to optimize. One of the few truly helpful people I ever met playing the game. But he also, he named all his characters, like, Mac the Knife, Mac the Sword, Mac the Mage, Mac this, and Mac that. And so
right.
I made an account, level 1, Mac the Queef.
He had to know you were at alt or some shit, right? He had to know.
But then I joined the guild, and I'm like, hey, everybody! And everyone just died laughing.
Hey, everybody, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, and I did that with a couple of different people. I made mock accounts of the guild leader. He's a really nice guy. His name was Drace, and he was actually he brought his guild into my League of Guilds, right? Really cool guy. So of course I just take the piss out of him, and I made an account, Drace Loves Men. And I joined up, and he's like, no! And everybody's just...
Shit. It was like, I had played Lord of the Rings online for a long time, and just for everyone watching this, it was really funny because I had tried to get Noja to play, and I'll never forget it. I don't know if we've talked about it before, but I brought him in, and we did, the introduction quest and all that kind of thing, and he was like, Noja says, I only have one question. When does this get fun? And I was like, fuck you. Fuck you, dude. No, but I played that game for about 2 years, on and off, and the last, I had some sort of issue with downloading an update to the game, and it got so bad that I just said, fuck it, I'll play a different game. It was that terrible, because I had researched for 3 or 4 days this error message that I was getting while installing it, and there were, everyone's 14 different solutions to the problem. None of them worked for me, that sort of thing. So I said, you know what, fuck it. But what's funny about it is the week before that happened to me, our guild leader, I was second in command of the guild, and he's our guild. He goes, I'm so fucking tired. This is literally what he said to me. I'm so fucking tired of people getting bored and quitting. And he was like, everybody does this shit. And I was like, yeah, it kind of sucks. We can't keep really an active guild going. Everybody plays for a little while, and then they split. Like 2 days later, I was gone forever. Forever. It wasn't like I just left for a month. He hasn't seen me since we had that conversation several years ago.
Yeah.
And I could just imagine him. He was like one of those guys that he was laid back as shit, seemingly, but then like during a raid, he would lose his mind.
Yeah.
And take it way too fucking seriously.
Oh, yeah.
And he would say some shit to like our guild mates. Like, you fucking idiot. Do you feel like failing today? Do you feel like, and I would go, and I would always say the same thing to like me. It was like, oh, we're having fun now, everybody. And it like, he hated it. He got all ass hurt when I said it, but at least it made them, I was like, dude, you can't talk to people that way.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that?
You know, I normally get irritated easily about a lot of shit, but whenever, on the few occasions I led raids, I managed to stay pretty even about it. You know what I mean? It's like, you got to just go in and you're like, you're going to wipe a few times while they learn.
Right.
And you just got to say, and you just have to say, okay, that was okay, we did 50% of what we need to do, okay? If we do 60% of what we need to do next time, then we're making progress. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, yeah.
Like, you can't let any one wipe be the thing that breaks your resolve or makes you lose your shit with other people.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, well, dude, like the moment, it's cool to be pissed off that you didn't win or you didn't succeed. But the thing about it is the moment you start berating your fucking team, they hate you. Like, they don't want to see, they don't want to fucking play with you anymore. And I was like, dude, yeah, I mean, you're the guild leader. Everyone's following, everyone's doing what they're told. We're just not organizing well in this particular situation or whatever it is, right? And you're calling them idiots and shit. Well, the next time we come in here, what do you think they're thinking about? They're not thinking about the strategy. They're thinking about punching you in the head because you just called them a fucking idiot 12 times in front of everyone here. And I'm like, yeah, dude.
And I'll tell you. The thing is, like, if you have the same group, what typically happens is you'll fuck it up 99 times or whatever. You'll get it the 100th time. And when you get together again in a week or 2 weeks, you get it on the first try. And you get it on the first try every time after that.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
So it's like there's no point in losing your shit.
No, you develop a fucking strategy. Everybody remain cool, learn the shit, and do the same thing next time. It's like you said. It's, you know, you just, but, you know, shitting on everybody that's trying to help you, it's just never a good idea. I never understood why people did that. I mean, I get being mad. Like, it's cool to, like, cuss and be like, fuck, you know, and be pissed off. But it's like, don't look at your teammate and go, you piece of shit, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? That's not going to help. They're just going to hate your guts.
Yeah.
They're not going to want to do anything that you advise them to do. And it was really funny because, like, one night, and then we'll continue. I know we're kind of, like, fucking veering off here. But, like, one night he says to me, like, the leader, Astro was his name, his character's name, and he says, all right, you know, I'd like pulled him to the side in the officer channel, and I was like, hey, dude, chill the fuck out. You're fucking this up. You're just, like, pissing everybody off. One person's already left. Like, just ease up on the insults a little bit. He's like, well, you know what? You think you could do a fucking better job than you do it? I go, okay, fine, I will. I'll lead the group. You shut the fuck up and let me do it. Literally, we entered into this raid on Lord of the Rings where it was like giants. You're fighting giants. First fucking run through. Now, granted, this was pure luck. I have no idea how we got through the first. It was a 3-man fucking kind of raid thing. It was like an additional raid they added for 3 people only. It was me, the leader, and this other guy. First run through, we got through it almost flawlessly.
Yeah. None
of us had played it before. It was pure luck. And he was just like, God damn, man, you motherfucker. And I was like, yeah, dude, I got lucky in a lot of ways there, you know, and that kind of shit, not knowing what to do, but it was kind of nice. But it was just like, dude, he just lost his temper and lost his shit every once in a while. It's like, yeah, stop shitting on people. You're just fucking making enemies and that sort of thing. You want to be successful. You can't do that with a team that hates your guts, just so you know. But it's still very funny that, like, he hasn't heard from me in 2 years after explaining to me how pissed off he was that people quit. I always pictured that. He's like, fuck it. Like, I was like, you know, like a temporary leader and, like, moved up in the guild so quickly and fucking had a very fucking strong character. Like, we should do these PvPs. And I would just fuck everyone up to the point where it became a joke. Right? I had a thief character. And, like, just everyone was like, oh, yay, I'm fighting Lil again. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm going to win. You know, and it was just like a big... and I just two-shot people with like stun abilities and that kind of thing. And it's like, dude, it's not even fun. Don't stun me and try to kick my ass. It was like, why would I not play the character I built? Why would I do that? Fuck you. It's not fair.